This is People of the State of Michigan versus Leonte Addy, docket number 20-45FH. This is the time set for sentencing. Mr. Addy is present with counsel, Mr. Hess. And Mr. Addy, you were convicted of possession of less than 25 grams of cocaine. That is a felony punishable by up to 4 years in prison. And you do have the right to an attorney, and as I indicated, not only are you present in the courtroom, your attorney, Mr. Hess, is present in the courtroom more than 6 feet away from you.
Yes.
And Mr. Hess, have you had a chance to go through the pre-sentence report with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Do you have any additions, deletions, or corrections?
Your Honor, the only correction I have is
Pardon me, I need him to pull his microphone closer.
Sorry.
That's okay.
the only correction I have, Your Honor, is an objection to OB 15 in the guidelines. That's drugs in a quantity sufficient to indicate trafficking. The defense would move that that be reduced to 0. There would be no effect on the guidelines level.
Okay, did the people want to respond to that?
Let me just check, Your Honor. That's the first I'm hearing of the objection, so I just want to look.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Nope, that's fine, Your Honor. No objection.
Yeah, I didn't really see a basis for that. Okay, I changed that to 0. So we're still now, the only thing that happened is the offense variables are now at 0. And it doesn't change the level, as Mr. Hess said. We're at a C1, and this is 0 to 9 months. Did the people have any corrections to the body of the report or any other objections to scoring?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, did the people wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Hess, I'll hear from you then.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've gotten an update from Mr. Addy. He's been dealing with this case while being an exemplary probationer on Swift and Shore probation in Eaton County.
Yes.
He has 18 more months on Swift and Shore in Eaton County, presently unemployed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, before the pandemic, he was working at Popeye's Chicken on the west side and also as a line cook at the Brody Commons cafeteria. He is currently getting enough money to support himself because of the federal government bonus unemployment. However, as soon as he's able to, he plans to reapply for work in food service. He's currently checking in twice a month with his probation officer at Eaton County. Drug testing is currently 2 times a week because of his positive compliance so far. That's going to be dropping down to 1 time per week soon. He's attending a weekly domestic violence group class at Pat's, again on the west side of Lansing, where he addresses with his group how to deal with anger and how to have a non-aggressive, non-threatening approach in personal relationships. So all of that is to say, Your Honor, Mr. Addy's been complying very well with his very intensely supervised probation in Eaton County. I would ask the court follow the recommendation of Agent Spear and sends Mr. Addy to 18 months of non-reporting probation. I would ask that fines and costs be minimal in consideration of Mr. Addy's present unemployment. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Addy, anything you wanted to say?
No, he got it pretty much right.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad to hear you're still doing very, very well in the Eaton County Swift and Shore program.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Really a wonderful thing that you can step up and make some changes and really do a great job on probation. I'm sorry about the situation with the employment. Hopefully that'll change soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But you know, it's been a lot of just like willpower, really. Like, because I never dealt with like being in control situations like this before. So it's like, it was a willpower thing for me. Like in the beginning, it was like real hard, you know, but as I stayed committed to it, it's gotten easy. Now it's like natural.
Oh, good.
So it's like, I'm like back in my child phase, like when I didn't do no drugs or
Yeah,
didn't do anything to actually like know how to do that. So
good.
like finally at that point. And it's upsetting because it was forced, but I wouldn't have done it on my own. So
Yeah, that's fine with it being forced. I mean, I don't personally believe when people say, well, you can't make someone go into treatment. Well, I sort of think you can.
yeah.
Maybe that's what they need, and then it opens their eyes and you get some tools and some things to work with, and it gets a little bit easier than, like you were saying. But I have known a lot of people in recovery, and They do say you can never think that it's just gone. You know,
That's true, because I will have to be tested when I get off eventually, so.
right, and you've obviously gotten tools to work with that you know how to keep things under control.
Yeah.
And you have to always work those and not ever think that, you know, you can just, you know, give up on everything. You have to keep working at it. So you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And I'm going to follow the Killebrew agreement and place you on probation for a period of 18 months, 3 days in jail with credit for 3 days served. You do have to pay $130 to the Crime Victims Fund, $68 in state costs. I can't waive those. Oversight fees are waived because you're already on supervision in Eaton County. Cost to the county in the amount of $250. I made a drastic reduction from the State Court Administrative Office calculated average cost of a criminal case in Ingham County. Your conditions of probation will probably sound familiar, and you're used to them, and you can do them.
Yeah, I'm already used to it.
Sure, but I'll go through them. You can't use or possess alcoholic beverages or controlled substances or medical marijuana. You must comply with both drug and alcohol testing. You must attend AA, NA, and/or CA meetings as directed. Complete any outpatient or residential substance abuse treatment you're referred to. Waive confidentiality. Do not engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. No contact with anyone you know to have a felony record. You can't change your residence unless you first get written permission from your agent. You may not possess a weapon while you're on probation. You must comply with all the written and verbal orders of your agent. Let the agent into your home at any time. Submit to a search of your person or property without need of a warrant. Report any changes to your agent within 24 hours. Be in your approved residence between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless your agent gives you some other schedule and approves it. Your license has to be suspended and you may for a year, and you may not drive a motor vehicle while your license is suspended. You must make genuine efforts to find and maintain employment, a minimum of 30 hours a week, and your supervision fee, as I said, is waived because you're on the supervision in Eaton County. And this is meant to be consistent with and in harmony with your Swift and Sure program in Eaton County.
Okay.
So, Mr. Addy, you have the right to file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and your sentence in this matter. You're entitled to an attorney at public expense to assist you in doing that. If you are making a request for one, you have to make it within 42 days of today's date. It explains all of that more on the form that you've just been handed. So you're all set here, and continued good luck to you, and keep working hard at it, okay?
I sure will.
Good.
Because I don't really,
Okay, nice to see you.
You too, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.